Macy's is America's department store. We are celebrating our 150th anniversary this year, and for 82 of those years we've been bringing the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade to America and to New York City. My name is Susan Babb, and I'm the Event Operations Manager and Balloon Program Manager for Macy's Parade and Entertainment Group. I've been responsible for organizing the volunteers in the parade for the past 4 years, and this will actually be my 5th parade. There are 28 floats in the parade this year. There are 35 mid-size and novelty balloons and 13 large balloons. We have about 10,000 marchers along the route, but the 5,000 are the ones that we track and take care of here in Herald Square. It's a big undertaking. In the past 10 months, we've been working with FileMaker in preparation for this year's parade. The database that we used in the past was outdated, and it was too complex for the standard user. It became very hard last year, and there was a point where, because when you were working on the system, you couldn't actually, everyone had to shut out of it before you could save and make your changes. So we actually had a file corrupt last year in November, like 2 weeks before the parade, and no one could use the system for an entire day. And that was when I said I couldn't do it anymore. A volunteer that actually helps me with the balloon program had a developer, Rob Getlin of Getlin DataPoint, who was able to help me address all of those challenges that I faced by using the FileMaker system. FileMaker has actually solved a lot of our problems with making it a simpler database and a simpler system for us to work with. It has managed to have real-time alerts for the different production offices that we do have so that they can get updated data information. And it's also managed to cut down on the amount of time it took for us to group everybody, and it's less manual work and more work that can be done straight through the database. You know, Macy's volunteers like to volunteer with their friends and their family, and they like to be paired together. So they like to be placed into groups. It's very difficult with 5,000 people to, take these 2 people, make sure they're together at all times, and take these 20 people and make sure they're together. In the past we would make an assignment, write it down on the paper, hand it to somebody to enter into the system. For me to assign balloon handlers, it typically took about 15 hours to do over the course of 2 to 3 days. This year it took me 6 to 8. The coolest thing that for me, for FileMaker, has to be how we've set it up so that we can assign everybody in the parade. It's amazing to me that I can look up very specific individuals, and I know they're all going to be together, and they're going to go to the right place together. We've always had a record, but the difference is that I've been able to connect the record to the people. So I can look at information about a balloon, and I can see everybody that's been assigned to that balloon. I can see when that balloon last flew, all of the other statistics about it. The same with any of the floats. On Thanksgiving Day itself, everything has been set. FileMaker's biggest job is having all of our lists ready so that when people show up, we have them on the list. We've also created reports so that people can get to the right costume area and they know what costume they have. And we also have labels that come from some of those reports that go on to the specific costumes for each individual. I'll know that we've had success with FileMaker if on parade day all of our volunteers are together, they've gotten the information that they need, they're with the people that they love, and they're doing a parade that they love, and they'll want to come back and do it again another year.